Okay, it's Jamie Graham with Richard Hill after the FA Cup game. 2-1 the final result. How happy are you that you got into the next round?
Well, it's another game of football, isn't it? It just so happens to be the FA Cup. So it's important that we put a run together, whether it's the FA Cup or league games. So I was pleased today. I think we made, if truth be known, we made hard work of it. But I was well pleased with the last 10 minutes, the commitment the lads showed to dig in deep and come through with a win.
Like you say, last 10 minutes, that goal by Farnborough in the second half seems to give them a lot of confidence and push on. Were you worried at any point?
It was always going to give them confidence. It's got to. I mean, they can't lose. They've got nothing to lose. So they can afford to go 1v1 at the back or 1v2 at the back. They can afford to play like that because they've already lost the game. They're already out of the cup. So all they're going to do is just put pressure on you, and of course it gave them a lift. And so, you know, it was going to be a situation that if they did score a second, it was going to be because of a mistake, not really of any good play that they'd created.
How much of a bonus was it getting a goal early on through Andy Forbes?
Well, you play for 90 minutes, and by the end of 90 minutes, if you've scored more goals than the opposition, you win the game. So, to me, you know, you get these cliches, oh, it's a good time to score, and scored early, so that was a good. It's so long as by the end of the game you've scored more than the opposition, you're fine.
And talking about the FA Cup, how big is it for a club like Eastleigh to play in the FA Cup? Do you think such a historical?
That's a question you shouldn't be asking me. That's a question you should be asking the owners. And what their reaction is to that.
Does it give you any, having played in the FA Cup as a player, does it give you does it feel good to be back with the FA Cup?
I don't want to play the FA Cup down or do it an injustice, because it's a fantastic competition, but from my point of view it's another game of football that we need to win, and if we can keep stringing performance and winning games, then that's good for the team.
You've got Farnborough as well in the next Eastleigh's away game. So does this give you a good insight into that game?
No, because their team will be totally different.
Do you think? Why do you think it'll be totally different?
They've had a couple of injuries, haven't they? They've got a couple of suspensions.
Also, talking about injuries, Tom Jordan came off as well. Is that any concern?
No, not at all.
No? Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Richard. Cheers.
All right, Jane.